Welcome to Braid. If you don't know what this game is, it is a 2D puzzle platformer with time travel. Now, you start off in World 2, and there's probably only two reasons as to why someone would know about this game. See, it was released in 2012, but no one's really ever talked about it, and I've never seen anyone play it. Now, I've done like one video on it on my channel, but it's a good game, and it's very clever. Now, the only reason I think certain people would know about it is either the speedrunning community or the ending, because the ending has a little twist. Now, if you do know the ending, might be a little bit of context if you actually watch me play the game. You can bounce on Goombas, which I don't know if that's actually what they're called, but they look identical to Goombas, so I mean, they might as well be Goombas. Oh, if you're curious about the rewinding time, here, you can control the speed and stuff, and you can just do that at any point. Now, I first played this game when I was a little baby. I was very young. I don't think I've ever actually read the story of this game. Unironically, I don't think I've ever actually done it. See, now in this one we're supposed to kill the Goombas. But you'll notice, oh no, we can't make the jump. So what you gotta do is kill all the other Goombas and use that one to boost yourself up. Or miss, you know, like I just did. Now, I have speedrun this game and gotten my time. I don't even know. I may have gotten it down to like 23-ish minutes. It's one of those games where you can kind of just play it for hours and hours and hours, trying to perfect something, and then you finally get it, and you're like, yeah, and then the next run, it's just garbage. Aww. So, I more or less know what I'm doing, was my point. See, we have to go back here and use these puzzle pieces, which have a platform on them, in order to have this guy move. And then we can pull ourselves up like so to get this piece. And get those two puzzle pieces. Now, there are secrets in this game. There's like stars, which you saw maybe at the very beginning. Now, those stars require some pretty weird things. Man, there we go. That took me a minute. They require pretty weird solutions to things you otherwise wouldn't have expected. And one of them is to quite literally wait 2 hours for a cloud to go from one side of a screen to the other. I will not be getting all the stars. Oh yeah, and then there's this. Once you reach the end of a world, I'm sorry, but the princess is in another castle. In case he didn't realize that, you know, there was symbolism for, what do you call it? Mario, you know. In case he didn't realize, this game took heavy inspiration from the likes of Mario. So yeah, in this world, this is the world that has the star that requires you to wait legitimately like 2 hours. I ain't doing that. I don't have 2 hours to just sit there and wait. So, I'm not going to get the first world star, but I think I can get the other world stars. Not too bad. And there is like lore here. Basically, we're looking for our princess. So this one's pretty fun. If you run to the right here, and then drop down. So anything that has this green glow doesn't get reversed in time. So these puzzles mostly revolve around doing something that doesn't get rewound while having to rewind. It's clever. So the gimmick of this world is essentially certain things get rewound and certain things don't. Like that key. I could rewind with the key, but the door also got rewound, so. Or like that cloud gets rewound, but not this cloud, you know? It's pretty clever. Like this one, you can just pause time and wait. It's pretty cool. This game is... It's a lot of fun if you... If you actually enjoy, like, platformers. Especially ones that require you to, you know, really use your head. I love platformers. I think 90% of my playtime on pretty much any game is a platformer. So, because of that, I absolutely adore this game. And I have about 40 hours in this game. Like 39.8 or something. And I want to say a single run of this game, probably about an hour, 45 minutes at best. Also, so you're supposed to, like, on the top here, you'll notice there's a Goomba who doesn't get frozen in time. You're supposed to, like, lead him over there, right? By rewinding time and whatnot. However, you can just do what's called a ladder boost. I ain't doing that. Look at these bunnies. Cute little dumb fucks. But yeah, my point is, if every run only takes like an hour-ish, and I have like 40 hours, you know, I've played this game a lot. So we do that, so it gives us more space for this next piece. You could also just do a ladder boost, but, you know. That one's a little harder to do. I think you can also just make it with the two things going, but... So this one we have to not rewind time. You see, the bottom platform is affected by nothing, while the top one's affected by time. So if we were to rewind at any point during this, it would fuck up. Pretty cool puzzle. Not particularly hard at all, but this does take forever. I think normally you're supposed to go to the right side, like for speedrunning purposes, and get the other puzzle piece while you wait for that shit. The only reason I didn't do that is because if you die on the right side, and you have to rewind a very specific amount on this right side, so if you mess up and you rewind too much, then the left platform gets fucked up, and then you can't get that puzzle piece, so. So this one you need to go down here, use that key, grab that key, open this door, and then open this door. Very clever. I do honestly recommend this game for anyone who wants a game to rattle their brain on for a little bit, you know. It's pretty short, so. And there's a lot of, there's definitely a lot of puzzles that are bad. I'd be lying if I said there wasn't. Also, we're gonna save this piece and this piece. And you'll see why in a bit. Oh, yeah, the soundtrack for this game is very nice too. You could hear it going off, but it's actually really nice. It's very beautiful. I don't know if it's like non-copyrighted music or what. If it is original, nice. I believe it's original, but I could be wrong. So that's kind of why I'm putting that out there while I attempt to do this puzzle. So yeah, we could plop this down over here, but we're gonna save it for later. There's a lot of just like optimizing. And now here's the boss fight. So the boss is not affected by time, but like the things you drop on him are. So. I fucked it up. Yeah, that one's not that hard at all. Very loud though for some fucking reason. Or tingling. there's like a way to get on top of this platform without pushing that button, but I don't care. Just a specific way you have to do it, and then when you pull this platform back, we can rewind back to that moment. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, there's a way to get up here without that. It's pretty cool. And we gotta go back and do it again. And you can basically skip half of this, but yeah, I'm not doing that. I ain't doing all that. It was one of like the last tricks I learned how to do, so I'm not exactly good at it. Because obviously, as I speedrun the game, I would slowly learn tricks and new skips, and that was pretty much the last one I learned because it was so weird. So yeah, we're on this platform that gives us the ability to not move in time. And what that does is rewind it just enough to let us through this thing. And we can't rewind time after this. Yippee! It's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's the end of this world, though. It does a very good job at teaching you mechanics before going balls out right at the end. I'm sorry. Wow, that was very strange. And the Princess Sue, she must be in another castle. So yeah. So you may notice at the top, there is a star shape-esque thing, and that these two puzzle pieces also look like a star. If you put them just right, boom. You got yourself one of the secret stars. And then this one, you have to use this again. Jump up here. Bazinga. I think that's really clever, but also I can recognize that that's also a pretty mean thing, because if you don't realize that the corners make the last bit of the star, you can actually finish the puzzle before getting the star. So if you're trying to get all the stars and you've already beaten the game, you got to replay the whole game. The pit. You notice they do the same sort of thing to teach you mechanics, which I really like. Like the same level, but you know. For instance, the pit is almost, I think it's the first one in every world, except maybe World 2. And it basically is just a way to teach you the mechanics of the world, how it works, right up the gate. Now, there is a massive skip you can do in most of these, but yeah, I'm not gonna do them. One, they're kind of hard to do, and two, because I can't be bothered, truth be told. They're very precise. I rewound time the exact moment I hit that door. And because the door is affected by time, but the key is not, I went back in time too far, and the door opened and then immediately closed again while the key didn't come back. Love to see it. You really do. If you can't tell what the mechanic of this one is, by the way, essentially, when you go left, time goes backwards. When you go right, time goes forward. Makes for some pretty interesting puzzles. Yeah, so I guess on that moment I had like jumped left or something, and it caused it to open it, but then immediately close it because I went left. Because you go left, it reverses time, yeah. So yeah, we open those doors so that guy goes in so that we can bounce on this guy. And you can see, depending on where you bounce, it like stalls it. And so that's what we were doing right there. We were stalling it so that we can get over that guy. Use that guy to get up to this one, which we need a fucking key for. I believe if we do something like that. There we go. Oh yeah, the key doesn't move. There we go. Very complicated in some aspects, but if you're ever confused, just rewind the video. That'll teach you. Like I said, it racks your brain a little bit, especially when you're playing. I recommend it for anyone who likes that sort of thing. Again, very clever, since this is already a puzzle we've done. But now it's with the new mechanic of you can't go too far left without resetting time. So you have to kill the furthest ones away. I believe I remember the pattern. It's those two, and then it's this third one. And because that door is permanent, you don't have to worry about it. God, it's clever. Movement by degrees. This one sucked. Now, there's a very specific skip that you can do here. You can, like, perfectly time the bunny jump to bounce on it, like, 3 times to get into the puzzle piece, but it is so precise, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Sorry, no commentary on that. So basically we had the Goomba get a key on the left side, and then we used that to go over here. But you can use the bunny in a very specific way to get yourself all the way up there. And it saves a lot of time. It's just, yeah, it's not easy. Now I believe there's a star on the right side of this screen. See, now that I'm up here, do it again. And now that we're up here, you want to do it again. Stupid star, honestly. You want to kill yourself so that you can... and preferably make it... Fucking motherfucker. There we go. Jeez. It's an interesting star, and it's a... I guess it's kind of clever. It's just my problem with it is it's annoying to get. This one's pretty cool. Because the clouds give you momentum. You use said momentum to go... Ew. And voila, the Goomba brought me a key. The clouds come out of nowhere, it's fun. Puzzle time. Now, if you are paying attention, the paintings do tell a story. If you would like to know somewhat of what's going on with the story. I would explain it, but like I said, I don't really remember it, and I never really paid that much attention to the story, and still loved the game to bits, so... I recommend at least looking into it, just to, you know, if it tickles your fancy. Fickle Companion. This one's fun. So this one, you have a key that gets rewound by time. But you have a Goomba who does not. So you have to use the Goomba to get your key in a spot where you can pick it up. Except I don't really remember how to do this one, so give me a minute. Because you need to go all the way to the left so that you can rewind time there. But you want this guy to have the key, so you gotta somehow rewind time to where he picks up the key for you up here, which... No, that didn't work. How do I? I don't know how to do this one, actually, now that I'm, like, actually attempting it. Thought I was doing it right, but... There we go. No! Oh my... It's a quirky solution, and it's a little finicky, but I got it, so... Somehow... That's not what I wanted to happen. Yeah, he went to the left. That motherfucker. Trying to leave me. So yeah, now we rewind back into here, like, ugh. Good grief. I don't remember how to do that one at all. Boing, 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 boing. Hello. Hello there. I'm sorry, but the print... Hey, where are you going? Because we're moving forward in time and he can only move. It's funny. I like it. Oh. Nice. 2 more worlds. World 6 is the hardest one by far. So when you rewind time, you get a shadow version of yourself. That's what purple is. Purple is things that are affected by your shadow self. It's really clever. Like for instance here, I can't make this. It's just not possible. So what you have to do is go all the way to the left, flick the switch to the right, and then rewind time so your shadow does it for you. Just like so. It's really clever. You can see that even Goombas and stuff are turned into shadows. That one has no name. It's pretty cool. Spooky. Ooh. Why does it have a name? Ooh. So this one's pretty cool. You can jump. Using the key. Oh, I just fucked everything up, didn't I? Use your shadow self, jump. And then you'll stand here and you'll grab the key. It's very... I'm killing myself in order to get a key, but it is pretty funny. So you have to run here, run over here. So that the bunny will get... It will chase your shadow self. And it'll give you enough space to grab the piece. And then you can run back up here. God, it's clever. This one has some pretty neat puzzles. I mean, of course, you can just do that to skip a pretty significant portion of the puzzle. And I kind of fucked up the first part of that, but you can see here that the platform becomes doubled, and that allows the shadow guy to walk across. It's pretty cool. And I'm not just doing that. Like, that's how you would normally get this puzzle piece. That's why I was doing that. But to get the next puzzle piece, you have to let him go through here. And this is probably my favorite puzzle in the game, to be honest. Stand like right here. So your shadow self is down there. And the Goomba will bounce off of your dead shadow self in order to give you more height. God, it's... Ugh, my brain. It can't process the coolness. So this one we had to jump on the a key door that our shadow self could open afterwards. I like puzzles like that. It's really cool because you have to use your shadow self in the future, but it's something you do in the past. It's just so cool. The lair. This one's pretty easy if I remember correctly. Kind of fucked this one up. You're supposed to like hit him 4 times with a single thing, and I did it wrong. Can you come over here, please? What? Because yeah, if you're wondering, you can... Fucking hell. Because when you drop it, you just very quickly rewind a bunch of times. It creates multiple copies of your shadow thing, but the shadow thing obviously is still affected by how much you press it, so... Man, that was took me way too much. Now this one's called Fragile Companion, because you have a little goober up here who will die. Just kidding, I'm not gonna kill him. But no, you have to use your shadow self to like jump, and then you can use it. That one's pretty clever, but I also think it's kind of abusing the mechanics a little bit. If you jump, obviously your shadow self goes on the trajectory that you were already planning to go, which is fine, but I think it could be pretty confusing for some people. Hi, I'm lost. How are you? I lost. I'm dead. Last world. World 6. Well, last world, quote unquote. The pit? Question mark? Wow. So yeah, this world, you get a circle that slows down time instead of being able to fully rewind, but you can still rewind. So this one's slow and can be very confusing because this ring it changes the game. This one can get really annoying pretty quick. And truth be told, as cool as it is, it's probably my least favorite world. Just because of how slow it is. I think in the speedrun, like when I got my 22 minutes or whatever, I'm almost positive that this is the longest world. I think it's like half of the time that you spend on this stupid fucking game. And that to me is just, that is insane. I think you're supposed to put it on the back side. That way the front one goes a little closer, but I wasn't doing it right. So the flower is supposed to show like, hey, put it right here, but there is like a skip you can do where you don't have to go up here because it's very slow. You can put it on like the back of one of the clouds, and you have just enough space to do like a coyote jump. If you don't know what a coyote jump, it's in reference to the cartoons where the coyote would float above the air for a little bit, right? Essentially, the idea is that you get a little bit of extra time in most video games between where you can actually jump and where you should be jumping. And in this case, you use that to get up to certain areas. Now, there's a lot of skips to avoid using the slowdown time shit because, again, it's that bad. But I will not be doing most of those skips. Except this one because I fucked up and I don't want to get my time thing again. There we go. That one's rough. I hate doing that skip. Because usually you're supposed to use the time thing to do it much easier, but I forgot it. I always hated doing this. If you're wondering, no, it's not the intended route, but I'm fucking lazy. Come on, just give it to me. First try. I actually don't even know what the intended solution there is. It's so satisfying when you die. Impassable foliage. Now, this one has a perfect window where you can put that down. I don't remember what it is though, so unfortunately we're just gonna have to do it the slow way. Same with this fucking plant. There's a way to do it without slowing down time this much. I believe this is the room that actually has the star, but I don't know how to do it. And I don't know if I even got the previous star. Because there's a world that has 2 stars, and I think it's this one. And there's 1 star you can only get if you get all the stars, so. And then I think I've missed like 3, so. And Lord knows I ain't doing that. I'm not waiting 2 hours for a single one. That is just bogus. There we go. A whole caravan of them. There's that puzzle piece, but much like before, I'm gonna try to get the star, which requires similar things again. There we go. That one was a little tough, but is this how I'm supposed to be doing this? This is not working at all. What the fuck? I think I am supposed to be getting a Goomba up here. How the fuck do I get up there? Are you fucking kidding me? Stupid, dude. This better work. Somehow I get the feeling this isn't gonna work. Does it need to be where this light is? Hold on. It's pretty easy once you get all these piranha plants to be the exact same thing. I just don't remember how I'm supposed to get the star. So that's definitely not it. What if we just time it really well? What am I supposed to do? I fucking get it. Oh my god. I'm a dumbass. I'm actually so stupid. Holy shit. That was necessary, yes. Okay. So the solution's pretty it's really easy. I'm dumb. Yeah. It wasn't that hard. And yet it still took me like 25 minutes. And I think I need to move it. So stupid. Me, I mean. That was not that hard, but it took me way fucking longer than it ever should have. Well, it took so long, I got to the next song. Dude, I haven't heard this song in forever. Elevator action. Oh, fuck, this one. So, these platforms give me immunity to time. And I think I've got to use my circle thing to slow down this cannon. And then rewind time to before I pull this lever, which allows me to go onto them, if that makes sense. Like if I rewind now and then stop. There we go. I like that one. That one's pretty clever. I should probably do something. Hold on. In another castle. No, come back. I just want to make sure that piece saves. Holy shit, you made me fall asleep, man. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Holy shit. I actually don't remember how you're supposed to do this. Are you meant to go all the way over here? And then like wait right here, like ooh, la, 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 and then rewind time. Now there is a star on this map. But how do I put this? No. Just no. Kinda really don't want to do it. Also, I remember what the skip was. You're supposed to press this. Oop, press this. Christ, I fucking hate bunnies. Just die. Grab this, go underneath it, die to it, rewind time till you hit this. Then you fast forward, but because you're immune to time because you're on the platform, it'll advance to where I had the key underneath the map. And what that does is it pushes the key underneath the platform. Yeah. Oof. Again, not the intended solution. Okay, don't fall into the pit of death, please. Let's go. I just barely got that fucking key. I don't remember how you're supposed to skip this one. There is a way. It's just weird. Like, you can catch it midair, I believe. But, yeah, again, I ain't doing that. Whee! Alright. It took you so long to get here, but at long last, I can tell you that the princess must be in another castle. I've never met her. Are you sure she exists? Wow. Fuck you. Voila. Now, you had to complete all the puzzles in order to get each of these ladder pieces, which gets you to World 1. And you start at the end. So this whole time we've been looking for our princess. That's the story. Flowers slowly unblossoming. I believe it's this one. Yep. Now I do two just to be safe, but didn't need to. Let's go, Braid. Now I'm going to do the glitchy way of beating this. But as you can see, they've got our princess. I've got you. Oof, help! Rah. Help us, princess. Yes, we're going to save you. Now, in order to do the glitchy way of this, you have to do everything pretty much perfect. That includes getting corner boosts like that. And you have to get over this fucking flame. Like so. You gotta catch that fucking Goomba, holy shit. I mean, you literally have to be damn near perfect the whole way, including get this corner boost like off this edge and dropping off perfectly. You have to get over this fireball just to catch that Goomba. It is all just to catch that Goomba. So, I'm trying to save as much time anywhere I can. Come on. Oh, let's go. No. Can you fucking work? You have to get a corner boost off of this, and it has to be a really good one too. There we go. Let's go, baby. Now you do all of this just so you can beat that piranha plant. That is it. I cannot stress how difficult that actually is. I really only have one shot at this, so I better not fuck it up. Let's go. It's the Mona Lisa. So yeah. I can't rewind time from this point on. What's meant to happen is you go all the way through this, right? And when you go all the way through it, then it asks you to rewind time. You're at her window, right? Like looking at her in her bed. If you don't know where this is already going, then, you know, that's on you. But basically, when you rewind time, it redoes this level backwards, and it shows you that you're the villain. You're stalking the princess. You're trying to steal the princess. And the princess is actively trying to stop you, like with this. Like you jump over that on your way, right? But then when you reverse it, obviously it's backwards. So backwards, she actually lifted it to try to keep you from following her. And it turns out, that when she gets to the knight, they changed their text from a red coloring to fucking blue because he's actually a good guy. And so it frames it into just a completely different way. It's cool. It's clever. Yeah. And so those stars that I mentioned, if you utilize those stars, what it does is it changes that last level so that everything you do becomes the green permanent stuff. And what that does is it allows you to get ahead of her, like I just did, and get on top of the lamp thing that I just did. However, if you're perfect and you do a bunch of perfect corner boosts and everything, you can do what I just did and get there without getting all the stars. But as you can see, as the start of the game is also this. I missed a lot of the stars, actually. I know there's one I can't get. One takes 2 hours, but there's 3 stars I just completely missed. Wow. Completely forgot. I only know where 2 of them are, so. That was Braid. It's a very cool game. If you want to know, like, the lore and story, I'm going to go to all the books while I talk about it. And you can read it if you want. But, yeah, I first played this game when I was a kid. Way back, 2011, 2012. I realized I was saying that at the beginning, and I didn't actually finish my thought process there. But yeah, I just finished it at the end. How poetic for this game. And it's got a lot of clever nuances. Like the fact that you start on World 2. It's all about time and perspective. So it's very clever. Very, very clever. And again, you can pause and read all this text if you really want. And what's amazing to me is that these older games tend to have some of the best gameplay loops. I don't know, like this game has, speedruns here of just doing certain levels, including the full game fast. And that's why I said, there's only 2 reasons you would know about this game. And that's if you've played it. I mean, maybe. But I feel like most people probably haven't played it. So in my eyes, the only 2 ways you know about the game are the speedrunning community, if you've seen speedruns of this game, or if you just know about the ending. It's one of those games where you turn out to be the villain. That was kind of its big thing. And obviously, a long time ago, that was... Yeah. It's pretty cool, though. Just gonna go through, look at all the books so that you guys can pause and read them. I'm not gonna read them right now, I don't have time. If she exists, she must. Yeah, turns out you're the stalker, psychopath, creepy guy. I think we actually had a wife or something. I know I said I didn't really have time to read it, but I'm just kind of like reading it in my head. Just little bits here and there. Little bits here and there. But I think I will go through the last level just to show you guys what it's like to do it normally and not the speedrun, glitchy, secret star way. So I'll do the main level normally now. I have enough time to do that. You guys will only see the rewind part, just so I can show you what I was talking about. give me like 3 minutes. This shit's long. But you can see his text is red, and you'll see later. You have to be very, very perfect to get the glitch ending without stars. And like here, I was supposed to reach that Goomba all the way over there. Like, it's crazy. Because as you'll see, you have to make it past that piranha plant before it even went up. Like, you just don't have enough time to do it without abusing the corner boosts and getting the star legitimately. There's just no other way. So yeah, as you can see, we were creeping in her window. She tries killing us there. Obviously it's a little janky, just because gameplay doesn't exactly... See, that was for us to reach her and she put it down. Blocking that exit too. Should turn on the fireballs. As you can see, the knight's text is green, because it's not evil. It's pretty clever. And that's when you get to the epilogue. Which, again, I'll let this text go on screen if you want to read it all, but... Go ahead and pause. You can see that when you do it normally, you actually get different things. Now we are all sons of bitches. It's all the level icons. It's interesting. So that was Braid. Thank you guys for watching. You guys should definitely play this game. It's only like... Actually, I think it's like $15 still. Old indie game. It's got a lot of cool stuff though. And if you want to play it and experience it for yourself, I am all the more welcome to that sort of thing. This game is amazing. And it's a shame that it doesn't have as big of a... It doesn't have as many eyes as I wish it would have on it. Anyway, that was Braid. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.